Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, we're going to get straight into this. Got a little bit of gossip for you, but I'll weave them in and out the readings as well. So thank you so much for watching me. These videos are a lot, aren't they? An hour long, but at least you get your questions answered. Oh, that's what I was going to say, Trump. Okay, totally failed on that. I normally do with Harry, actually, with comings and goings. Sir Trump. But I did get Sadiq Khan right. Okay, with the Epstein screens on Windsor. But more worryingly so, the night before, there was an evening dinner for Trump. And I think it was like organised with Andrew Walker, who's on a YouTuber. He's also on Talk. Why do I say that? It's Talk TV, not Talk. And yeah, a load of protesters got in, stormed the place and caused havoc. Andrew Walker dragged a bloke out by his leg and called him a cunt. I don't blame him, do you? I don't blame him. I think protests like that, just protest normal, you know. Don't break the law. They should be prosecuted. In fact, shall we see if any of them are going to jail for miscommunication or malicious communications? No, I bet they don't. Anyway, Trump called Sadiq Khan within 5 minutes of being in the UK. I don't know, some kind of phrase. It wasn't pleasant. If it comes back to me, I'll let you know. Okay, let's crack on. So the first question is, what's happened in Harry's meeting with King Charles? Let's have a look. Disclaimer, not always right, okay? Look at Trump. But I got more, it doesn't happen in the way that I initially say it, but some of it was right. Look at her hanging on to, I don't know. I fucked up. Okay, what happened in Harry's meeting with King Charles? And I will try and, show you the cards. Okay, so 8 of cups reversed. So no escape, you know. There was no escaping him. The king couldn't get out of this at all. Like you say, it was pressure from Harry, pressure from his team, pressure from mainstream media. You know, there was pressure all over. I don't think King Charles wanted this meeting, but it's there. So now he's had to, this is where a bit gossip comes in, or a bit of sight comes in. Oh dear. So he can't escape. He's going to have to go through with it, you know. He's going to have to give in to his son, but only about building a relationship with his father, nothing else, okay? But I want to see if this was discussed. Oh, does Harry want to bring the children over to see the king? Of course he does. Oh, you could be looking a couple of weeks. So I'll tell you why, okay? I'll tell you why this bozo wants to be with his dad and his kids to meet him. Didn't get a photo with the Queen. They're not going to get a photo from William. And by the time George is in, if everything goes okay, Harry and Meghan will be well past their sell-by date. So basically what you've got is, this is what Meghan's saying. Oh, we have to get a photo of them with the monarchy, you know, with the king, because you couldn't get one with the Queen. You're not going to get one with William. So this is what it's all about. It's a photo, okay? That's all they want. And to suck up to him, you know, try and save their titles, try and do this, try and do that. Look, it's not going to wash, okay? He'll get the photos, of course. That's why they're there. And I know people say, oh, it's money as well, but, you know, that's so obvious, isn't it? It's a photo, guys. It's the photo. I love these questions. I love Dare to Ask. My husband does too. He thinks I'm going out afterwards. I don't think so. Right, so was one of the bodies found in the Tower of London Edward, son of Edward IV? So I'm just going to ask that question and then I'll follow the rest, okay? So I'm going to want a yes or no here, maybe. Was one of the bodies found in the Tower of London Edward, the son of Edward IV? Or alleged son? You never know in them days, do you? Didn't have paternity tests then. Was he? Was it? So much anxiety over this. Did they have the plague or anything? I'm getting like an outbreak. I think there's some kind of illness there as well. What can I see? A portrait. Old-fashioned bed. Candle. And a nightgown. Was he in a nightgown? Like a cloth or yeah, something real old, like a nightgown? Whatever it was, I was worried about him being found. I don't know, I get mental anguish here and cruelty. Yes or no then? Was it Edwin? Yes or no, universe? I won't turn the card. No. And I wonder if, because of all this worry and stuff, I'm getting worried. And I saw candles as well, so that's fire. They didn't meet a happy ending at all. Kind of feel like this poor boy was alone. Maybe he was young. Right, so I'm getting it one. So we're getting a no in the Edward, okay. They'll have had to put him somewhere. I don't even know if his body was ever found, you know. I mean, I might be going wrong there, but was Edward's body ever found? No. Easy. Was Edward set on fire after his death? He was set on fire. So he had some kind of disease, okay? He had some kind of disease. I also feel like this mother who loved him deeply as well. As if he was going to go to her. Edward went where his mother went, okay, so I'm not sure if she's was alive at the time. I don't know if Edward went before this woman, okay, but either way, Edward went to the mother. And she was famous as well. Like, famous as in royalty or, you know, high up as well. Okay, was one of the bodies Richard of Shrewsbury, Edward's brother? Was it Richard? Was one of the bodies Richard? So we must have more than one body. Richard of Shrewsbury. Oh my God, I don't know if he's got into trouble. Was it Richard of Shrewsbury? No. So if you found two bodies in a tower, I don't think it is them. He was kept alive. He was kept alive. So Edward's gone. And maybe, well, I ain't going to say crematorium, but I am going to say fire. What else do I say? He wasn't set on fire, okay? The candles, Ace of... I'm going on image at the moment. Ace of Wands, reversed. So he wasn't set on fire. And I kind of feel like there was a battle for him as well. I do feel a battle. I feel like he'll have been injured. And it took weeks, maybe, you know, weeks. He suffered. I wonder if there was something going about. I'm getting flu. Yeah, I said that card, didn't I? Right, okay, so the next one was Lambert Simnel, one of the supposedly deceased brothers. Was one of the above bodies Richard of Shrewsbury, Edward's brother. Right, so we got that. And then it was Lambert Simnel one of supposedly deceased brothers? So now you want to know. So we got, am I right then that we got 4 contenders here? I think we have. We've got 4 contenders. Okay, so was Lambert Simnel one of the bodies? Was he the youngest? Was he the youngest? I'm getting the youngest here. So I'm just getting young. A son who is not his father's. So I'm getting that Lambert Simnel. I don't know if you're asking if it was the body. Right, if it was the body, no. But I do feel like that body would have been close, okay? They'd have kept it close. Like, see a circle. When I've seen castles. Don't know if this person was punished, you know, by death. Couldn't have what you wanted. This guy is related to... Did they have 2 different mums? I think that's it. They've had 2 different mums. You can't have what you want on. So he was like in the background. He was never going to be king. And whatever position he wanted, then I see like he'll have been in the protection. I keep seeing the castle with, like a castle in the game of chess, you know, with those square bits missing. Sorry, I don't know how to put it into words. You want that, you got 2 mothers, so it is very different. Didn't get what he wanted, neither. Wasn't in favour at all, but would have been used to defend the castle. Was Perkin Warbeck, one of the brothers, Richard. Was Perkin one of the brothers of Richard? Yes or no first? No? Oh, not doing well on this, are we? Unreliable. So, that could be as well another person who wants to be involved in the family. Probably are involved somehow, but not the way you think, okay? So you got 1 queen, about Edward, and then another queen with another son that wouldn't have been picked. And I'm getting Perkin Warbeck one of the brothers. I'm getting either unreliable or that he was unreliable as well. Wasn't sincere, so it could be that he tried to plot against the king or his brothers, or you know. But I'm getting he's not the brother. That's what I'm getting. Hope that answers it. What will the UK look like in 20 years? Geography, demographics, government, economics. What will the UK look like in 20 years? Geographically. I already feel there's massive changes. So, in 20 years, I see lots of women in power here. Don't know why, but I'm feeling Scotland, okay? Scotland, do we become part of Scotland, or Scotland is affected? I feel like geographically it's affected. I wouldn't say that so much geography, you know, so where London is, or if you're looking on a map stuff, I don't think much will change in 20 years, but I do see a woman in power, and she's there for a very long time as well. Very confident, very confident. So that's the government. And geography? So I see cliffs, a lot of cliffs going. So water's coming in one way, and then, so we're shrinking in one way and then expanding in another way. Oh, government, yeah, we want that woman. She comes a lot later on. She's a young woman as well. I don't know if she'll have been into acting or anything. I think by the time this reading comes through, I'll already be up there. And economics, I feel like things will be better, you know. Excuse me, didn't have my water before I got on. Yeah, I do feel like in 20 years' time we feel a lot better about things. It couldn't be more positive. That's what I'm getting, more positive. To be fair though, this morning I experienced like a release, and we're on the right track, you know, we're on the right track, guys. All we have to do is say, talk, you know. I do feel like things will get better eventually. We're in for a right nice time coming. It's just not yet. It's a couple of years. Even when you get reforming, you know, if you get them in, I don't see Starmer's out. Reform will probably become close, but I don't see happiness with them. Every goddamn person in that government knows that right now the law doesn't support you shipping all these illegals off. And what they'll do is they just do, oh, can you trust really? You know, Labour went in for years and decades of promising, oh, we'll do this, we'll do that. But when it comes to it, you know, they can do bugger all. There was just a lazy party that hardly got anything changed. And that's before they got into government. And reform, people say to me, oh, you shouldn't go on about Advance UK. Well, I do. I do, because I recognise that in 2 months, what Ben Habib's done would have taken a party 6 months. So can you imagine in 2 months more time, he ain't getting no airtime. He's been banned or shadow banned or not invited anymore to these TV programmes and news. He was the only one that showed up for us at the Unite the Kingdom rally. He's given his own money. He's been an MP for a very long time and never, ever taken a penny. Give it all away to charity. And it's not just him, it's his party. And actually, Nigel Farage, he might have turned on Ben and Rupert, but he wanted them in that party, you know. If they towed their line. I don't want a Prime Minister like that. I'm sick of being told to toe the line. I'm sick of being told that this can't happen. Just do it and get on with it. And Nigel and Reform, they're even as worse, because at the end of the day, they just go back and forth, you know. If we're kicking up a fuss, oh, they'll follow us. Oh, but where they think they can get away with it, they're just like, how can I say it? They're back and forth with their policies. And somebody said, oh, well, Advance UK haven't got many policies right now. Hey, I ain't bothered. They could have 100. The only one I'm interested in first is sending them back. You know, that's all you need. But, you know, so it's like people who voted Labour and now are very upset about it. Well, watch out, because you could be making that same mistake again with Reform. But it's up to you, okay? It's up to you to choose and decide. So, you know, that's all I can say. I say my opinion. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just asking you to, you know, work things out in your head. Hi, babe. BFB, will Harry's children ever come to the UK? Oh, yeah, you can bet your bottom dollar. They've got to get as many photos in between now and his death. Let's have a look. Will Harry bring the children? I dropped a card. Get out, wasting time. Yeah. He does want them here because then he can consolidate that, you know. These two children are the king's children. Sorry, I can't pick it up. It was 8 of Pentacles reversed. So I'm getting get out, wasting time, you know, too lazy as well. They want the rush of it. He's known his dad's had cancer since we all found out last year. That's what he's doing. He wants to link the children with the king. Because when King Charles dies, everybody will go, well, never knew him anyway. They never saw him. There you go. You got Diana, who's already dead, that they're waving the fingers to and pointing to and quoting. You got Lilibet with the Queen's name, and now you want these two. Well, I blame Harry and Meghan. It's certainly not their children's fault, okay? And yeah, I know, I get it all the time. They don't exist. I predicted Lily. And within a couple, you know, even got the time of birthright. So maybe some of you can back me up on that. Because I'll never forget it. What did Harry buy Meghan for Valentine's Day? And it came out the Ace of Cups, her pregnancy. And then I think the kid was born in May, wasn't she? Or very early. So I think it was announced to us in the March. So yeah, they will. And I see it coming very, very soon. Okay. What does Harry, does Meghan intend to let the kids see the king? Oh, well, she won't be happy about it because she's not invited. Kind of getting broken. It's just not the same. So I'm getting lack of support here. So she's not supporting it and she's not going to be happy about it. But she's not going to stop it. How does Meghan feel about coming to the UK with her children to have a photo taken with Charles? Yeah, I knew she wasn't going to be happy about that. Yeah, she's out. Okay, she's, well, this problem has been going on with her. This is the personality disorder talking for her, okay? She doesn't like it. She doesn't want to be part of it. She's been angry all the time, trying to justify herself as well. She's been quite nasty, talking about the royal family in front of the children, which is just disgusting. When your beliefs are all wrong, you know, it's like, I mean, this can be when you've been seriously ill. It can also mean that you've had an illness. Okay, this is exactly a personality disorder. It's been running rampant, and now she's having to face up to the fact that things are getting you know, more closer than they expected. They've got a shorter time period with the royals than they did have. Then they thought, she's going to have to deal with it. She'll hate it. She'll come, you know, if she comes kicking and screaming. Anybody who tells me Meghan is bad from the UK has been duped, okay, because she's not banned. She just don't want to be here. But we'll ask, you know, will Meghan come with Harry and the children to see and have a picture taken with the king? It's not just about that. It's about many things, you know, mainly titles. No, she won't. But the Harry and the two children do, okay? She would feel like she loses too much of her pride, you know. She'd lose more than she gains. What she's thinking is, coming over here without an apology, without this, without that, all the conditions, the HRH, you know, she's not going to come because of that. Okay, it's not going to happen either, but she's not going to come because of that. She will fear looking like Harry. Desperate. Will MSM be forced to stop their biased spin? UK, USA, etc. It infuriates me, you know. This is leading by example, spinning stuff. No wonder our kids don't know what's going on. Where's the true journalism? Will the MSM be forced to stop their biased spin? So I think what happens is you're going to get a few coming in now, because I'm seeing like a split in energy with the world. And you got your left and right. You're either far left or far right. They should really stop them and drop those labels. It's very, very bad. But I do see like, you know, more mainstream media won't be mainstream anymore. They'll be competing. No one hardly buys a paper, and no one will, you know. After, I think, like my dad's generation, 60s, no, 70s, they still buy a paper, but a paper is not worth anything. So you're getting going online, and then when you go online, you see it's people like me and you who leave the comments in and say, well, that's bullshit. I mean, mainstream media have just been called out over the United Kingdom. 100,000. I said there was over 1 million. I did the little calculation. Anyway, it turns out it was between around 1.5 million at the least. Okay, and this has come out with like professors and you know, top people who would never normally get involved. You seen that? Is it Naga? That woman on BBC. Oh, she's got a nasty mouth, hasn't she? I like her hair, you know, real nice and short and everything, but I just don't like what she has to say. It doesn't mean to say that I don't like her as a person, even though apparently half the BBC have lauded it out that she's a bully. I think step by step, yeah. I mean, these presenters as well on GMTV and, well, all your channels really, BBC, they're all getting called out. They'll get called out. You know, they'll have to backtrack. They'll have to. You can't just go with the trend and what they think is safe. You know, they'll just come across. So yeah, it's people like me and you, especially women, who are about to take them to task apparently. Don't know where that's coming from, but it's a load of mothers coming up, so watch out for that. And a lot of reporters and people and creators also attended that match, and was surprised, humbled, you know, felt part of something that they haven't felt part of for a very long time. So yeah, they will be forced. And it's us that changes it, not them. Stop watching, they stop getting paid. Why doesn't Charles Spencer offer Harry safe haven as he once promised? Harry don't want that. Neither does Meghan. Meghan definitely doesn't want that. The lies, the lies, the lies. Who would want Harry and Meghan full time anyway? Spencer only wants them to enact his revenge plan. He doesn't really care about them. Why doesn't Charles Spencer give a home to Harry? Well, I think he has. As such. He said, oh, about security, okay, so he offered Harry, so this is like his protection team. Apparently he offered that, but instead Harry just wanted a loan. Why would Harry want a loan? Sorry, that was the Four of Pentacles up. How does Harry want money? Well, he needs the money because he's got to pay back for all these court cases, okay? That's what he wants. It doesn't hurt when it comes from somebody else. It hurts when it comes from his and Meghan's purse. So I kind of feel like it's that, and not taking risks neither, you know. Keep them away for as far as possible. Oh yeah, you can stay over every now and again. And Harry does do that, but he doesn't see it as his home. Well, there's something I was going to say about Charles Spencer. Maybe I'm not meant to say it because it's gone. Problem is, I get that many things flashing through me. I have to go for the strongest feelings, and I have a thought there, and I really... I think you'd think after 40 years of doing this, I'd be okay, but I can't keep it all in. It only takes in so much. It will definitely come back to me. Charles Spencer, what was it? Oh, pisses me off when it does that. Okay, is the moon solid rock or is it a satellite and hollow? Is it a satellite and hollow? Or is it a satellite and or hollow? Is the moon solid rock or is it a satellite and hollow? It's solid. People have been going there and they're mining it. I think they're mining it. I'm getting... we're looking at the moon for when our planet doesn't... When it looks bad. When we've destroyed the Earth. Right, so what they're doing is they're going to build a station on this, okay? Like a space station. So the plan is, you've got Earth now, then you will have stations on the moon. And then you'll even have stations from Mars. So they're doing it looks like a path that they're following as well. And why would they do this? Well, I suppose, like, if we were just looking at it quite innocently, it's like a launch pad, you know, so that you can go further and further into space. If Hollow puts it there. It's not hollow. Are the elite planning to use it to escape the next airship? I think it's about, you know, power. So you'll only have so much fuel that can go to the moon. You refill at the moon, you're able to go to Mars, and then from Mars, you know, it looks that how it's doing, and that does speed up. And I do believe, you know, work has already been carried out as well. Well on the way. Let's have a look. Is the work being carried out currently? Strength reversed, okay. It's slowly but surely. And yeah, it is. It's you know, you're not. They're hiding it. They're hiding it. So I wonder if you know, they're on the dark side of the moon. Literally, they've been going on about this for a few years. I don't believe the you know, the one in the 60s moon landing, was it the 60s or early 70s? It just looks really, you know, when you look at films from 40 years ago compared to now, and you think, I can tell, isn't that fake? Oh, I know what's happening there. Oh, I know this. You know, the way it just looks and the setup and the pronounced faces and, you know, just stuff like that. Yeah, that's how I see the moon landing. But I'll tell you what, you know, it might have been 20, 30 years ago. That way, you know, it's been going on for a while, these plans. They don't just start with a rocket landing on the moon. No, it takes sciences, years and decades of knowledge, of training for people as well. So it has been going on, and it's still going on as well. I think there'll be some kind of announcement. I mean, what maybe took them 18 years to build, you know, they'll say has been done in 2. It's, they want to mine. Everything's about mining something, okay? So there'll be something on Mars they want to mine, or they want to produce, and the same as well. Do I see us moving to Mars? Let's have a look. No, because they're hiding something. They're hiding something. And they're being unrealistic as well. And it's like I say, they've had opportunities, but they've turned them down as well. So right now it's all, you know, pie in the sky. But I believe it will happen. Let's see how God feels about that. Shall we ask? How does God feel about us going on other planets? You can't handle your own planet first. Look at what you've done to that. You've destroyed it. This could harm things. I don't think God is completely happy with this. But also, why would we need to go to Mars and the moon if we looked after our Earth properly? The answer's right in front of you. Anyway, that was 9 of Swords. Anguish. Maybe when you get over there, you know, get there and you think, oh my God. That ain't what it was supposed to be like. Yeah, what about the weather and everything, you know? Who built Gobekli? Gobekli? Tepe in Turkey, and why? What message were they leaving for us? Okay, so who built Gobekli? Gobekli? Sorry if I've got the pronunciation wrong. Who? So this is a male who's been taken down in some way. Okay, so powerful man. you're to worship him. You know, it's kind of like a worship. What message was they're leaving? Lesser than what we think. Maybe it wasn't for, you know, maybe I'm getting... You've got higher power, and then you've got the middle, and then you've got the low. And I just feel like this would be a place where the middle go to kind of try and worship the gods. And what message were they leaving? They wasn't going to leave. They wasn't going to be forced out of somewhere. Sun reversed. And the second son, okay? The second son. That's what I'm getting. The second son. So that's what I get. You know what? If I don't get any answers right, guys, can you just let me know? Charles has been playing the public and spat in the faces of the public. His actions are treasonous towards the Prince and Princess of Wales. My question is, did Charles send Harry to the USA to interfere with the free speech, as he is a founder of WEF? The thing is, you know, people, even Charles being in the WEF, is going. So where's the legacy? You know, William's not into it, and Harry's not into it. So that knowledge, that power, or what I think is his power, just goes. And all these WEF people, they're all set to croquet, you know. They are. They're older, aren't they? I mean, how old's George Soros and Bill Gates, you know. They need successors, and WEF, Charles, there is no successor. Did Charles send Harry to the USA to interfere with free speech in the elections? No. No, this is Harry, you know, and Meghan feeling trapped. Don't like people telling them what to do as such. Someone else's input. So the only thing he did, really, was Harry already had his passport, diplomatic visa, the head of state. And I just want to tell you as well, for those that missed it, he can only stay on an A1 visa as head of state if he has royal titles. So that threat is big coming. You know, if William takes them and shines, says off you go, then that would be the case. But right now, Harry's allowed to do as he like. He doesn't have to be doing work on the government. Doesn't have to be doing any work on the king. He wasn't doing any work on the king, by the way. And Meghan's on that visa too, you know. That's why when there was going round the world, it's never mind HRH, it was the A1 visa. So while he's still like that, he can work, he can earn, he can, you know. I looked into it. It's called Chavin law, immigration law in the US. Actually, it found me. It just picked up on my screen. Have you noticed that? I'm sure my phone's listening to me half the time. So no, he didn't do that. But, you know, I think King Charles thought that when they went to Canada, there was still a chance of Harry returning. Charles financed him for around 18 months to 2 years, you know, to help his son out. So, no. They're both, Harry and Meghan, like, they think they're more important than they are. Tyler Perry done away with. Gavin Newsom came out and begged, and now you've got Ted Sarandos as well, or Sarandos. Well, given that Meghan thinks she's the most beautiful person in the room and can have any man she likes, I think she encouraged Ted Sarandos and rebuffed him. Probably knows a bit about his family as well. So did he? No. And will all these people, disappear from the WEF? Well, yeah, you've seen most of them. Oh, and going back to reform, I've just remembered. So all these Labour MPs that are now defecting and going across to reform, it's not because they think reform's policies or ideas, are top notch. No, it's because they're on a sinking ship and they're like rats, scrambling to get off. I didn't, why vote for reform in the end if you've got a load of Labour people in there? And don't tell me, they couldn't speak up or this, that and the other. That's what their job is to do. Where was he when Lucy Connolly was going? Where was he when Peter Lynch, took himself off? Where was they? They're all bullshit and they're all in a club together. So you got now the Fabian Society, or Fabian Society, merging with reform. Absolute. Cancerous. That's what it is. Cancerous. Where the royal cancers caused by our... Yeah, I got that. I like that. I don't know how to say it, so... There's royal cancers or any cancers caused by the, they're not feeling well and needing that. The cancers to do with it, these vaccines and the actual C word itself, are they the cause of cancers? Yes. In and out, in and out. So we all know now that these vaccines have caused such damage health-wise to people. It's actually our own government is paying you out. I don't know if it was 18,000 or up to 50 grand. All you had to do was just go to doctors, tell them you got a vaccine injury, and more or less you got a free path to this money. But obviously the doctor has to act in a certain way once you tell him you think it's a vaccine injury. My father, I swear to God, when he got the C, not cancer, but the C, never seen out like it, drops about 4 or 5 stone, couldn't eat, he looked terrible, couldn't walk, couldn't do anything. His hands was all ballooned up. He's had everything wrong with him. Neurology. Had to go get tested. He's got problems with the C word as well. It's just terrible. And all these other people as well. And it's all coming out. Infertility rates as well. Beth drops after this. It was an absolute scam. It was actually, it's not a scam, is it? This is seriously effing with our loved one's life and even your own. So do I believe that? Yes, I do. I also believe, though, it can be environmental. I believe that, you have these dormant genes that can be switched. I think there's a lot of stuff that we don't know that's in the air that they do to us and the shit they put in our foods as well. So, this cancer's not about being unlucky, it's there by somebody else's design. Will the truth come out? And it's not just C, it's others. What about all them heart things? On my second jab, I've said this loads of times, but on my second jab, my heart started going real funny within a week or two after. I was terrified. Anyway, so when I went back to the doctor, she said, you can't take it. But even the doctors was fed a load of shit, but there was also earning money from it and all. Don't tell me there wasn't. There was. Will this come out? Yeah, there's more research being done. There's studies being done on young people. So, like, so my son's 30. He's the eldest. And I think it's going down to, if I can say, my youngest. So she's about 20. So you're looking at between that area of age where more information's coming out as well. And that will be about having children. That'll be one of the first things that are noticeable. And not, you know, you can watch all these programmes on the TV or the YouTube or whatever, but when you're seeing it happen in real time in your family, then, you know, that we can't escape that, and neither can them. Will justice be done for these murderers? And that's what they are. Oh my God. So, yeah, they are going to be exposed, you know. This is your fault. This is the vaccine's fault. This is the pharmacy companies, you know, the people that made it. Bill Gates who sponsored it, you know. It will come out. And I think people know already, but it hasn't been confirmed enough for you. But it will. So yes, it will come out. Second question, is Harry blackmailing Charles? Oh yeah. Is Harry blackmailing Charles? Yes or no? I do, and I feel like it's, you know. So I'll put the king first, trapped and unable to move. So like a deer in a headlights or a rabbit in a headlights, whichever it is. Stuck and trapped. And with Harry, he can't tell this. He will tell once the king's passed, because he needs his dad's help, so he can't really go too far. You know, he needs whatever he can get, exposure, anything. Does Harry actually love his father? Why is he coming now? You know, why is he coming now? Why does he want this? He only wants it. He came over to see if his dad was going to peg it last January. Got the safe word, you know, and went back and hadn't bothered. And now all of a sudden, you know, he's feeling like his dad's time's running out. Delays make you suspicious. Yeah, he's blackmailing him. Has Harry tried to blackmail him over Johnny? Reckless. Harry wants to wreck everything. Somebody asked me, oh, that was it. Somebody asked me in a question. We talked about this on one of the Dare to Ask. So we talked about it, and I wanted to know if Charles was protecting somebody. Well, yeah, I think he was protecting their queen. Oh, shall we ask? Is Charles trying to protect their queen? Yes. I don't want people fretting over it. Wants to keep her out in it to a minimum as well. Like, she always worried about a situation that was out of her hands, and that's the same for the king. But I think between with the queen and the protection, yeah, I do. He didn't want to make the queen look bad. So if I didn't say that, that was reckless, bad judgment, impairment. Yeah, he'll have to wait a little longer, won't he, to put in. Look, anything could happen. Anything could happen to Harry. Who knows, you know, whether we're here today and gone tomorrow. Do goldfish get bored? I love this. You said ask any question. Do goldfish get bored living in a goldfish bowl? Let's have a look. Do they? I tell you what, if that was a question of the week, of the series, that one is going to be my funniest. Let me see what I can see. I think they get stressed about it. I mean, they don't remember for long, do they? You know what? I would say, yeah, stick them in there, you know. They get lonely. And then you've got all green slime on the, you know, is it algae? On the balls. And then you've got, like, I don't know if I'm seeing leaves there as such. Leaves? So they want things around them, okay? They don't just want it clear. Do they get bored? Oh, I think they can hear. Can fish hear you? Hear you? They don't like the noise. You're giving off, it's the noise, I think, as well. They don't like the noise. Well, if you think about it, and a fish tank's got, or even a goldfish bowl, it's not big enough for them. You can hear your windows and double glazed, and you can still hear people laughing and everything. So I think they can get stressed where noise is, okay? Yeah. Which makes sense, because when they're outdoors in a pond or what have you, and oh, they get lonely. Oh, I just got that they're being separated as well. Do fish love their family? Ah, I want to start crying now. You'll never look at a goldfish the same way again. Oh my God. 3 of cup swords reversed. Heartache and pain. Heartache and pain. Do they get bored? Yeah. Do they get sick? Yeah. Does noise do their head in? Yes. But does being alone, or, you know, not with their family, because they all start off with their family because the baby's coming out of the mum. You'd think they'd be used to it by now, but they're not. That's real sad. I never thought of that, did you? Brilliant question. I'll go home and cry soon. But you're right, I did say ask anything. Do I think Andy Burnham will be Prime Minister? So I don't really know a lot about this guy, but I know he's been mentioned there a lot. I only have so much time to watch on YouTube. Say that, oh my God. Reduce me, is it time on YouTube or time on the internet? I got more hours in that than I did work. Anyway, do you think Andy Burnham will be Prime Minister? Oh, I'll get an absolute shock here. Okay. Get something shocking coming out. I think whatever chances he had, I mean, I'm not seeing that in a good way. Whatever chances he had may get blown. Let's have a look. Will Andy Burnham, will he be Prime Minister? Yes or no, Universes? Yes or no? No. Making out is okay when he's not. So there's a bit of trickery here. I feel like there'll be could be a bit of scandal around him, not just him, but getting dragged into something as well. I don't think he's popular with families for some reason. That's what I get. You know, you got the Tower, and then you've got the Four of Wands reverse, so that's not feeling part of the family. No, just yet. And then you've got the Magician as well, which is like, while you're busy thinking this, somebody else is doing that. Did the UK government or the USA government have anything to do with Charlie Kirk's death? Did they? No. I can say we all did. Every country, you know. What was it? All this trans movement. He had a personality disorder as well. I got the Four of Cups reverse from him. Seriously, isolated, depression. The way he sees things in life as well. Would have had anxiety and depression. Always felt like the odd one out. Not part of much. And I remember Musk saying, you know, that this trans movement killed either my son or my daughter, one of them. And it's right. You know, you didn't see kids with problems like this before. Did the UK or US order a hit on Charlie? No. Felt that straight away. No, they've lost more than they would have gained, you know. This guy was going to be an inspiration, was a leader as well. He could have gone worked with JD Vance. I get a connection with JD Vance here. And there was big plans in store as well. Terrible loss. Terrible loss. No, if you really want to, you know, blame people and you want to find somebody, well, you know, find the ones that made all this out to be okay, you know, with this gender stuff. You know, when you go into the army, they train you, they strip you down and build you up, okay, to a different person, one capable of being a fighting machine as well. Well, that's what they've done with you don't let the recruits tell you what to do. Oh, I'll put my earrings in today. Oh, I'll wear a dress today. I mean, that wouldn't happen anyway. They'd get they wouldn't like the you know, experience at all, or reaction, should I say, from other people. So no, he didn't. Just wrong, really, innit? No wonder kids are screwed up. But you know what? I don't see every child being screwed up. I've got 4, and I swear to God, my proudest moment of being a mum. My youngest baby daughter, the youngest, okay, out of them all, bought a first house with a girlfriend. And I've just managed to give her a nice little garden set and everything for a garden. I'm very proud, and she's level-headed as well. I do see that of them all. They're a bit serious in my kids, you know, a bit woke and all sometimes, but yeah, very proud. I can't imagine, just can't imagine. Where is the body of Alexander the Great buried? Will we ever find it? Oh my God, somebody asking me to find something. Right now I'm still trying to locate the body of a child. Somebody asked me about a ring the other day. Turned that down. And now you're asking me to find Alexandra the Great. Where is the body? I'm going to ask that. I'm going to use... Should I use them? No. I want to know. I'll use a different deck. I'm going on image. What is the body? Where is the body of Alexandra buried? Show me in images. Okay, so I see this was moved from one place to another. You got two possible sightings. Then I'm seeing birds on one hand and desert in the other. Okay, so I feel like this could be in a desert. It's been moved. There was two trails created with this person. So the way it was carried, I see the sticks. So obviously somebody knows where it went. This was ordered like a royal burial. So you got, I'm gonna say in the desert. Now there's a snake here. I can see. Snake, sneaky. I wonder if it's been moved from its original place. Somebody shady as well, but they have kept to it. It's like a Roman secret, you know. They have, don't know if Roman's involved actually, but anyway, they're carrying the coffin on sticks. Like some kind of carriage. Okay, so there must be two areas that people have spoke about. I'm gonna go where the desert is, which is odd really, because maybe they didn't realise that over time, because I feel like the landscape's now gone from desert, what they thought, to greenery. That's what I say, greenery. Could be along a river. A river? I don't know. The what's pretty far. Will we ever find it? Yeah, we will. Yes, we will. Same card though. News on its way. No response from us. They must be searching around the area or closer, very close. I think you'll find that Alexandra's remains. I'll give you 18 months for that knowledge to come out. If you're still here in 18 months, let me know if I was wrong. Are Mark Antony and Cleopatra buried together? Will they ever find them? I've done this before. Cleopatra is on her own. But let's ask. Are Mark and Cleopatra together? Like buried together? Was they buried together? No, because whatever it is, maybe it's a class of a person. So obviously she'd be like a royalty. They're separate. I wonder if Mark had died after Cleopatra, because I just get him crying, crying that it was all out of his control, that he couldn't do anything, that he felt powerless as well with Cleopatra. Now, I have said this before, I remember. I don't think Cleopatra was as beautiful as they make out. Will we ever find them? No, I don't think so. Not for a long, long while. You will find like little crockery and things. Yeah, they're like pots, cooking utensils and stuff like that. I don't see jewellery. But I kind of feel like she could have been still alive when she gets shoved in, because there's a panel of things like kind of walk in and then there's like tunnels of stuff. So I kind of got like, she may have still been alive when she's been put to rest. Will we ever find him? Yeah, but I don't think it'll be anytime soon. Okay, I'm getting a yes there. So they're going to find bits and pieces. And they'll struggle to put them together. Yeah, they're separated. She was too good for him, apparently. Or it might not even be that. It might be, you know, something that they believed in, a ritual at the time. Or maybe he did something wrong as well, you know, upset people. Was the rich tomb of a warrior found next to the riverbed of the On in Kahidi province of Mongolia. That of Genghis Khan. I've just noticed I can hear the kids. Right, let me have a look. I just need to check the time. Okay. Alright, guys. Oh, sorry about that. I think we're due at an end now. Okay. And I'll be back soon with another reading. Thank you. I've just been away. You can hear the noises. Okay, guys. Alright. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. Bye now. Bye-bye.